Nearly 30 million adolescents are involved in youth sports in the United States. Sports serve as an outlet for many kids, and many kids even find a passion in the sport they play. An adolescent is defined by the World Health Organization as a person between the ages of 10 through 19. Even if an adolescent starts playing a sport within the younger age range, but they do not continue it into the later age range, it can still have a great impact on a person and they can learn a lot from their experiences. I have been playing softball since I was 4 years old. I cannot even begin to explain the big impact that softball has had on my life. I started playing recreationally, but when I was 10 years old, I began playing competitive travel softball. I have had so many life-changing experiences, and I know that other adolescents who play sports can relate. I believe that sports are important because it is a great source of exercise and a great way to improve cardiovascular health. And I also believe sports are important for adolescents because it helps develop life skills that otherwise may not be developed. And I also think it is very important because it helps adolescents develop a very much needed sense of community, whether they just participate in sports or enjoy viewing them. Adolescents involved in sports is good for their overall health. Organized sports practice multiple times per week, and they may even have some games throughout the week or on the weekends. This allows the adolescent to have frequent exercise. There are varying exercises that an adolescent may be able to get as well, such as cardiovascular strength or weight training, or even some coordination skills. It can be harder for older adolescents in their later teen years to make time for exercise despite the importance it is in their daily life. Many adolescents feel so busy and overwhelmed by school, homework, and jobs that they just avoid exercise altogether. An organized sport makes it so much easier for an adolescent to actually get in their weekly exercise with a designated built-in time to do so. I can say for myself that softball is how I get most of my exercise. I have multiple team workouts and practices a week, and I also play almost every weekend in the fall and in the summer. I also feel driven as a player to work out on my own so I can improve my own personal game and improve my game for the benefit of the team. It is also important to note that adolescents who are active are way more likely to stay active into adulthood. Sports can help adolescents develop life skills that otherwise may not be learned. When I was younger, I found it really hard to speak up, and it was really hard for me to share my ideas and opinions. This resulted in me not performing very well in group activities in school. I was very quiet and shy. It wasn't until I was 10 years old and I started playing competitive travel softball that I realized the importance of using my voice and communicating with others. It is essential on the softball field because there are 9 other people with different yet similar jobs, and it can be quite confusing when a lot is happening at once. No communication skills can actually cost a team a game. I started to understand how this can translate to many life situations and just how important it is to communicate with others around me. After I learned this skill, I began communicating with other people more throughout my everyday life and in situations such as school. If I had not been playing softball, I'm not sure if I would have mastered this skill like I have today. This is also applicable to other life skills such as teamwork or respect for others. And I know that others who play sports, no matter what sport, can learn similar skills as well. I believe that sports give adolescents a sense of community, whether that be by playing the sport or just simply enjoying and viewing the sport. As an adolescent, I know a lot of people find it hard to feel like they belong or have a group of people that they belong with. A lot of team sports are played in the United States. As I mentioned earlier, 30 million adolescents are involved in youth sports, and a lot of them are playing team sports. Team sports are a good way for adolescents to connect with those with similar interests as them. Also, spending a lot of time with teammates also means that there are many opportunities to build trust and friendships along the way. This can really give an adolescent a sense of belonging. And this is even true with those who don't play sports but just enjoy viewing and learning about them too. I believe that sports are important because it is great exercise for an adolescent. It can help develop life skills, and it gives them a sense of community. I know that I would not be the same today had I not been involved in my sport in my adolescent years.